everybody is talking about Skip and Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe is leaving Fox, but I don't think people have everything correct, and they haven't did enough research to figure out exactly why is Shannon Sharpe, quote unquote, leaving. First thing first, you have to go to his own words. What exactly happened? He talked about it a few months ago. I'm going to play that clip. And me personally, I don't necessarily believe Shannon Sharpe is just leaving because he is being bought out. It could be a possibility that Fox is firing him, and they came to agreement, hey, let's go ahead and buy you out. So it can be so many different things. We don't know until they come out, but let's first start with his words. Make sure you guys hit the like button, hit subscribe button, all that good stuff, and let's get right in.
A lot of times, Mad Dog, people look at things and like you can have like 15 great years and somebody have a bad moment and they're willing to throw all of that away. I wasn't willing to throw that the 2 months that Skip and we disagreed a lot. Sometimes I think things went over the line.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I'm learning something.
And so I didn't want that. And so I appreciate everything Skip had done for me, bringing me there, giving me an opportunity to show that I was just more than a football player. I could talk about more in the sports world than just football. So I wasn't willing to throw that away. Skip and I just needed to get into a room and talk, and calmer heads prevailed.
All right, and is the relationship better now?
We're great. Look, Skip and I, we don't have the type of relationship that Skip and Stephen A. had, because Skip and Stephen A. came from the same world. They had been
both writers,
both journalists. They're trained. They see what they see through the journalist's eyes. I'm an ex-athlete. I see things through an athlete's eyes. And so for me, we see things differently. That's why we work on the show. He sees things one way, I see things another way. But I think the thing is that Skip and that I conveyed to Skip is that, look, we can disagree, but I want to color between the lines. I don't want the disagreement to go outside of the lines and where it becomes.
And you thought there for a little while it did?
Yeah, I did. I think everybody thought that.
I did not realize that. And, Skip has.
So we need to unpack that. First thing first, he said they was going through a rough patch for 2 months. For 2 months. Can we go back throughout this timeline of the 2 months? Then he said things went across the line. Do you believe so? Yeah, everybody did. Shannon Sharpe is a prideful person that cares about other people's opinions, other analysts, other sports people, other celebrities. If you don't want to be out here looking bad. So if you haven't already hit the like button, make sure you guys hit the like button. But here go. The first incident, in my opinion, is when we had the Damar Hamlin situation. Now, remind you, for the people that don't remember, when Damar Hamlin went out in the field and people thought he was dead or whatever the situation was, Shannon Sharpe, as an ex-athlete, and Skip Bayless tweeted something that athletes and everybody felt was very insensitive. So he didn't come on the show the next day. So this is his day after coming back on the show. This is what he said.
Niners fan, there's something you want to share this morning.
Good morning, yes.
Good morning.
There's been a lot of speculation of why I wasn't on air yesterday, and I won't get into speculation or conjecture, innuendo, but I will say this. In watching that game on Monday night, what happened to Damar Hamlin struck me a little different. As a brotherhood in the NFL, when injuries happen, when we know injuries are a part of the game, I've seen guys suffer ACLs and Achilles tear, but I've never seen anybody have to be revived and fight for their life on the field. So it struck me a little differently because I remember seeing my brother paralyzed on the field temporarily, and he was able to regain focus. Skip tweeted something, and although I disagree with the tweet, and hopefully Skip would take it down, but I didn't want it.
Well, time out. I'm not going to take it down because I stand by what I tweeted.
Skip, let me finish.
All right, okay.
Go ahead.
No, you go.
Literally cut him off in the middle. Even if you don't feel you are wrong in a relationship, they're in a relationship. Sometimes you just got to be like, yo, if you feel I messed up, even though I don't feel, I'm going to do it, dog. It's not worth it. I'm married. Sometimes you just got to do it. And Skip doubled down and said, I'm not taking it down.
Go ahead. Let's go, Jen.
Okay.
I mean, I cannot even get through a monologue without you interrupting me.
Well,
you could have came back, Skip.
well, I thought-
Skip, just let.
I didn't know you were going to bring up
No,
this.
I was just going to say, Skip. I didn't want to yesterday to get into a situation where DeMar Hamlin was the issue. We should have been talking about him and not get into your tweet. That's what I was going to do. But you can't even let me finish my opening monologue without you interrupting.
Okay. I was under the impression you weren't going to bring this up because nobody here had a problem with that tweet.
No. Clearly, the bosses wanted you to offer explanation. So clearly, somebody.
No, they did not have. Nobody.
Let's go, Jen.
This was the moment I hit up my boy T Ford and was like, this ain't gonna work, because they went outside of the show and talked about the bosses said, no, the boss ain't tell me. Y'all are on two different separate pages right here.
Thoughts and prayers remain with DeMar Hamlin.
So first you had, it's been multiple incidents and whatever you want to call it. It's been a lot of stuff going on. This was the one that broke everybody, the Tom Brady debate. Oh boy, we all remember that. I had posted on my channel, went crazy. Oh man, this is your partner. You don't even know Tom Brady, and you threw your boy under a bus and you went personal. If you go back, those are the two things that happened where they just wasn't clicking. It was too much disrespect. I always had respect for Skip Bayless, and it changed. His takes just, he changed to angry white man. It just switched up a little bit. Now, you have to remember, Shannon Sharpe have a lot of pride. When other people is trolling you and saying something. Remember when at Charles Barkley throw his jab?
Everything good. Things starting out 2023 just as they ended 2022.
Hey. I'm sick of you, man.
What?
I'm sick of you.
What happened?
You interrupted Ernie already. The first show of the year, you already interrupted him. Can he finish his monologue?
Stop.
Be nice if he put me in. Okay, hey, Ernie. Trust me. I know, I'm just like Shannon. I know what it's like to work with somebody you hate.
I know what it feel like to work with somebody you hate. And then we just had this last week where Kwame Brown was calling him out about Skip.
You are a disgrace, Shannon Sharpe. You buck dancing punk. You let that white boy make you damn near cry. And then you want to come up here and dishonor my name because of my opinion? Because of my opinion. You are.
And he went crazy. I don't want to play Kwame Brown whole thing. I don't want no strike. So then you got to go to the insiders, the people that actually know both of them. I couldn't find the video with Rob Parker and Chris Broussard. I couldn't find it for some reason. I don't know if they pulled it down, but Dreamers Pro had a clip of it. So I'm about to play their opinion. These are insiders that actually know them. So you got to take their word, kind of close to the truth.
News of Shannon Sharpe leaving undisputed. I think it's a big loss for FS1. I thought they had, at least gotten to a point where Skip and Shannon could coexist. They were still doing the show great. And, but apparently they are not going to go on.
I remember the moment because I saw it.
Yeah.
And the moment that Skip said to Shannon that he was jealous of Tom Brady, he was criticizing Tom Brady's play, and Skip basically said that the criticism wasn't valid, and the only reason you're criticizing Tom Brady is because you're jealous of him. I at that moment, Chris, I said that those two just got separated. Like I did. At that moment. You remember, you know what I'm talking about. Am I right? That was a moment.
I totally. And during that show, if you remember, Shannon took off his glasses.
Yep, and Skip said, "Don't take your glasses off,
or put your glasses.
Put your glasses back on." That's what he said.
And a lot of people didn't like that, and Shannon put them on. I don't think he should have. I would have just kept them bad boys off for the rest of the show. Shannon was terrific There's no ifs, ands, or I mean, you could almost forget.
So you have them, they seen the same thing I seen. Now, even if we go even more insider, Marcellus Wiley, he knows the game and he know the business. And he exposes the truth on his channel, such as the business. He said they was going to break up months ago. He already called it. He know the ins and out. And what's crazy, most people don't understand that Shannon Sharpe don't technically own Club Shay Shay YouTube channel, which is a terrible move he did. You branded, but you made Club Shay Shay pop off on our show. So you got to look, when Club Shay Shay is produced, it is in Fox Theater. It's not at his home. It's literally a Fox thing, Fox zillion dollar cameras and all the good quality. So how they're going to do that? You know, you coined the name on their channel. So that's why you see the Stephen A's and all them trying to get in this YouTube space.
Sharpe in terms of his empowerment. Here's the real of what's going on over there and why we even got here. Skip Bayless runs that show, and he's always run that show. And by the stripes on his sleeve, he should run that show. Skip Bayless was the first one in that door. Him and Colin Cowherd both leaving ESPN to come start FS1, right? So you got to give him respect for that in terms of the daily shows. With that risk comes a great reward, including the power that Skip Bayless has. Not only does Skip Bayless make the most money over there, but he has the most power in terms of how he runs his show. Colin runs his show, but also Colin will be a little more open-minded into the terms of his show. A little more, but not Skip. Oh, no, no, no. So here's the problem. That's not the problem. Skip is here. Shannon started here, used the relationship with Skip Bayless to get there, right? And then Shannon started to get way more popular. How about this? More popular than Skip Bayless, some would say. Based on the podcast numbers, the new generation numbers, social media numbers, like Shannon is popping, even more than you, Skip. So when you're doing this in your real world, in your outer show world, but inside the borders and structure of the show you're on that's giving you all this jet fuel, nothing's changing. Even when you surpass Skip Bayless, you still have to be under him in terms of the show. Other than the disrespect, and I shouldn't even say other than, in addition to the disrespect that we've seen multiple times from Skip Bayless, told the dude to put his damn glasses on, and he put them on. Shannon had multiple times had to ask Skip, can he talk? Like, they're not talking like friends. They're not even talking like friends that are beefing. They're talking like strangers, like in a way. And Skip knew he can always talk to Shannon, the Hall of Famer, the 3-time Super Bowl champion, because he knew he controlled the show. But more than that, Skip also felt that he could control the show and control Shannon's job security. That's why this has now come to a head, because Shannon finally just smelled the roses, finally just took a big inhale and was like, dog, why do I have to deal with all of this? We have the incidents, obviously. We know when we went back to the Hamlin tweets. We know we got the incidents with Tom Brady. We can go through that, but watch my old video 4 months ago if you want to know about all that. What I'm telling you right now, and I am not a prognosticator like an expert. I can't just predict this stuff. But I can look at simple, tried truths. I can look at human emotions and relationships and simply just come to a summation. This wasn't hard to figure out if you had the proper information. Because I used to work there, I was privy to that information that most of you guys weren't. So putting this all together, what happened was there was a power struggle. There was a power dynamic that...
Do you guys believe that is true? I'm about to show you and prove to you that is true. First, we go to Club Shay Shay. 1.1 million subscribers.
You and Taylor Swift will make a cute couple.
Club Shay Shay, you got to think Shannon Sharpe, what's the word I want to say? His popularity with the younger community is on a whole different level. Because you see memes about Shannon Sharpe, all that stuff. You don't see that with You don't see that with Skip. So to be honest, Shannon Sharpe is more valuable than Skip right now. So this is Social Blade. This is something, a YouTuber analytics. You can see how pages are doing. So if we do club and we're going to look at the numbers, they got him a B+. And you look at his views. He is averaging over 380,000 views a day on Club Shay Shay. Look at this. Yesterday, 400,000. So he's doing 11 million views in a month. 40,000 plus subscribers in the last 30 days. Look at his channel. It's going crazy. Now, if we look at what is Skip Bayless? Let's see. The Skip Bayless show. Oh, my Lord. Skip Bayless show. B-. And these views is not even over 1 million. Now, it haven't been as long as Club Shay Shay, but Shay Shay is at 1 million. 40,000. Like, it's night and day. You can't even compete. You can't. Even if we go to undisputed, because I like to go to the numbers. Show me the money, honey. B+. And they are at 38 million views in the last 30 days. And you know the views is going to get higher with the drama. See, you see it's calm million, 3 million, 3 million. And it's going to get over to about 5 million in a second because people are tuning in. Shannon Sharpe is still gaining more subscribers because he have more growth to go. And, they've been doing it a little bit longer. But this is amazing to compete with them. Nobody really can compare numbers to what Shannon Sharpe is doing. And that's just with one platform. If we go over to Twitter, I believe Skip Bayless have 3.2 million subscribers. And Sharpe have almost 2 million. And he ain't been doing this too long. You notice he haven't been replying. He ain't been saying anything. So he been real quiet about this situation. He younger. He got swag. He's a black man. He, everybody call him Unc now. He buddy with LeBron. So, I don't know. What's your thoughts? I say, I would love to know. It's crazy. I got like a bug who looked like a wasp just flew on my camera. You disrespectful ass bug. I wish you guys can see that. He ain't getting the lens, but he want camera time. What I was about to say. I forget what I was about to say. But let me know what y'all thoughts in the comments. But I believe it's a possibility that Fox could be cutting Shannon Sharpe more than Shannon Sharpe leaving. We shall find out soon. Talk to y'all.